Hey everyone, hey good people, welcome back to my channel. My good name is Betty, and if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this airplane just had to come when I'm starting my video. The audacity. Yeah, so guys, so in this video we are going to be discussing your most asked questions, and this is okay, most of you know that uh, I relocated to Australia, and yeah, not so long ago. I have like 3 weeks here now. So most of you have been asking, what process did I take? How did I do it? What am I supposed to be having? Yeah, so today I'm going to be addressing your questions, and I'll start by telling you what you need, and yeah, I'll make some other videos to tell you like some other things you need to know. So right now it's all the documents you need to have when starting the process. So first of all, this Australia thing was just a fantasy, and I really wanted to come here. So around April is when I started my process. No, yeah, around the beginning of April. So the first thing is we looked for a really nice agent. We tested different agents until we came to the one that we were sure that we want to go with this one. And yeah, it was a hassle doing that because we had had stories of conmen and people who scam you of your money, and people who like, yes, take you through the process, but they don't like ensure that you achieve your goal for the process. So yeah, so we found an agency that was good enough for us, and it's I have a cousin here, and she's the one who like used the agency, so we decided why not use the agency that she went with. So yeah, so we found an agency called Envision in Parkland. It's located in Parklands, Nairobi. Yeah, so they're really nice people. They helped me throughout everything. I would recommend them 100%. So the first day they asked me to bring all my personal documents. That's all my birth certificates, all my just original documents. They also asked me to have a passport, and I had it ready by that time. Yeah, so every personal documents that you have, even the academic ones. Let's say you come in to do a master's, you need to have like a degree certificate. Let's say you come in to do a bachelor's, you need to have a KCSE certificate. So yeah, after that, I think I was taken to the student council, and she advised me on, before I made the decision, if I wanted to do the process, and she advised me on things like like what city do I want to go to in Perth, not city, or what city do I want to go to in Australia, and also what course do I want to do, which school do I want to go. They're really nice people. Before you start the process, like, they take you through every guidance that you need. So we did that. Then after a while, after that day, they told me like to go go home and decide on the course that I want to do. They'll advise you if it's a good course or if it's a bad course. So yeah. So after some days, I had a choice of what I wanted to do. It's a master's degree. So I went there and told them this is what I want to do, and immediately they applied for my school. I chose ECU, in which I will choose again and again, but I had applied for two schools, that's ECU and Murdoch, but the offer letter for ECU came around, I think, 2 weeks later after I applied, or yeah, 2 weeks later. So that's around April. After the offer letter came, I had now like to start the next step was paying the school fees. But before paying the school fees, I had to show my agent my bank statement, and yeah, I went took some bank statements, um, and I showed them the bank statement. I showed her the if you have like lands and if you own property, you show them the proof or the permits. If you have a business, you show them the permits, the registration, whatever. Yeah, so you must show them that. So that is to show the Australian government that you're capable of taking care of yourself when you're here, and also it guarantees them that you will go home after you stay here. So yeah, I showed all those proof. Our company, our organization, I showed the license, I showed the registration permit, I showed the logbook of our car, I showed the bank statement, everything that they need to prove that you can take care of yourself and that you have something to go back home to. So after that, I was ready now to pay the school fees, because I think the agent wanted some reassurance that after paying the school fees, I wouldn't lack this, because these documents are used to show when you're lodging your visa, and your lodging your visa comes after you pay your school fees. So after that, after some times now, my agent approved that the bank statements were correct. I needed like a bank statement of 5.2 million. Yeah. So like my agent went through them and she was okay with them, and the documents, everything, she was okay with them. So the next step was paying the school fees, and it was a lot. So you just pay for the first semester. You can choose to pay for more if you want to, but you know that money is a lot. So the school on the offer letter, they have like what you're supposed to pay and how you're supposed to pay it and using what method. Yeah. So after some days, we went to the bank and went through the whole process. Our agent guided us very well. It was super nice. So we paid the school fees, and we paid also the medical health cover, which was okay. So after that, now we had to wait for our confirmation of enrollment, which says that they have seen our school fees and everything is okay. We can lodge for the visa. Yes. So we waited for the COE, the confirmation of enrollment, for around 5 days. That's when it came, and I remember I was so happy. Yeah. So after the confirmation, we had now to start lodging our visa. The lodging of the visa was around 70,000, so just be ready with 70,000 if you're from Kenya. That's Kenya shillings. Just be ready with 70,000, and that's just for lodging the visa. So our agent lodged for us the visa. That was on 6th June. Yeah, 6th June. That's when I lodged the visa. That's like applying for the visa to see if it will be granted or it will be refused. But yeah, so then I had to like book for my medicals. The agent did all that for me, so she booked for my medicals and my biometrics. The biometrics came first, and it was around 5,200, yeah, for the biometrics. So I went there for the biometrics on 12th June. Yeah, I went on 12th June for the biometrics. She also booked for the medicals on that same day of the booking for lodging the visa. So she booked for the biometric for the medicals, and the medicals was around 23,000. And all that, the biometric money and the medical money, you give it out when you get to where your the biometrics are being taken, and where the what's the thing called, the medicals are being taken. So the agent only gets the agency fee. Yeah. So I went to the biometrics, and my medical was scheduled for 27th of June. So I lodged my visa on 6th of June, went for my biometrics on 12th June, and now went for my medicals on 27th June. Yeah. So for the biometrics, they just took like my fingerprints, my face screening, or what this is. I don't know what it's called. Like they took a picture of my face, and that was it. For the medicals, they did some tests. The first test was the urine test. No, they first took a picture of me, and then they proved my documents. Then they sent me to the lab. I did a urine test. I think it was to check for some, maybe if you're pregnant, or if you have some kidney problems, or yeah, something like that, because they did not like really tell me. I was just go to the lab, go to the what. Yeah. So after the lab, I went to the chest x-ray place, and they told me to undress until half of my body, and they took an x-ray of my chest to check for tuberculosis and maybe some other problems, I don't know. After the chest x-ray, they took me to the nurse's station, and the nurse basically took like my weight, my height, my pressure, asked for my COVID certificates. I don't think there was anything else, and asked some few questions. I don't know what they were for, but my nurse was really fine. He was really nice. I remember we talked and talked. Yeah. So after the nurse's station, you're sent to the doctor's station. They tell you to undress. The full of body you undress, and now they check on your skin, like is there anything abnormal, yeah, any birthmark, any surgical parts. So yeah, so after that I was done, and the doctor was like, your results are okay, they'll be sent to the immigration, but we won't tell you what the results are, so you just wait. So after my medicals, now was time to wait for my visa. But for the medicals, then it also depends with the type of visa you're holding. You'll find that some visas you're supposed to do even blood tests, you're supposed to do even a lot of things depending on the visa that you have. For nursing students, I know they're the one who need to go for a lot of tests like the HIV, the syphilis, I don't know what, but I'm doing an IT course, so it was not a necessity. So now I had to wait for my visa, and it took around 2 months since the day I lodged it. I lodged it on 6th June and it came on 31st July. Yeah. So after you get your visa, then you're happy, blah blah blah, you book your ticket, you come and start school, and you get a whole new life, new friends. For the IELTS test, I did not do it. I don't know if people are telling me that it's mandatory right now. I'm not sure, but for me, I did not do it at all. My school told me when I got the offer letter, they said that I've met the English requirements, so it was not a need for me. Yeah. So another thing you should take down is be careful on choosing your course, because you need to choose a course that has a skill shortage here in Australia, and that's like nursing, IT, engineering, social work, community development. There's a site that shows you the skills, and so also if you want to do like a master's, then I don't think there's a time duration you should wait so that you can do your master's, because I completed my campus in last year and I graduated on deck last year, and I started the process this following year on April. So I used to hear like you have to stay like 2 years so that you can do it, but I did not. I stayed for months. And I'm good to go. So that's one thing. Another thing you should take note is have all originals, or your documents should be original, starting from your degree certificate or your KCSE certificate. They should be original. What else? Oh, I also wrote a statement of purpose, showing what I'm telling them who I am, who are my family members. Like my agent gave me a list of things I should fill, forms I should fill for my visa. That was like the family members. I wrote an SOP. I filled a form called 956A. I also filled a form called 157A. I don't know if it's 156A or 950. I can't remember quite well, but I filled some forms. I also filled like an affidavit, because for my bank statements I used my aunt's account and my dad's account because they are partners. They own a business together. So I used my aunt's account and my dad's account, and I had to prove that she was my aunt and he was my dad. So we had a lawyer affidavit, sworn affidavit. Without that, then they can't agree. So that's it. I don't think there is anything else, but if you have some questions, then just put them on the comment section. I'll answer each one of them. And also subscribe and yeah, like, and really appreciate. If I'll be uploading videos like this in my life here, so that I can encourage you guys. And if you're one of those people who have started the process, I'm really praying for you that it, it gets successful, because I know how much I watched these videos when I was doing the process to get some encouragement, and I hope it works out for you. And I know it will. Just pray, just put God first. Yeah. So that's it. I think if you have any questions, just ask on the comment section. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and bye.